Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Rip left. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Wynn's first play going right to the air. Being chased down left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they wasted no time taking a shot down the field. He was letting it fly in the very first play from scrimmage. And this was excellent coverage down there. And they'll come away with an early takeaway. And I mean an early takeaway.
Watch twist.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Show an 8.
Hey, check Mega.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Watch Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Where's 50?
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Garoppolo now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
What you got, Heavy?
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Let's get it. Check 3. Great. Check 3. Under 10. 10.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That boy's got 4 down. Check 43. Kill. Down the man inside. Down the man.
They'll run with Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
You must be dreaming. Here we go. Hey. 2 Jet. 7, Mike 57.
Wentz now on first down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the leg.
On first down, Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 40 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Check 24. Check 24.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch rip. Switch.
They'll run with Gibson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, Gray 15. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
One more time with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go, boys. Dig it up. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Check.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Watch the twist.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Tackle made by Chase Young. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Cowboy 80.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Mike's fighting.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners have come back to make it a 2-point game. They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Blue Dan. 57's Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Sunday. We got 4.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Slam. 657.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket.
Here we go.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Push him back. Shift.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for two.
Check 13.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Sly able to put this one through, and they have regained the lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
A fairly short kick from the 14. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Check.
Striker. On the ball.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Steps away to his left. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, come on.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Hey, alert 48. Look, hey, we gonna make
They fake the give. Now wins. He'll buy some time right. And he rifles one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Straight ahead, Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. On the ball.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle, because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's coming. Ram.
No. Off.
Kill.
Sponge. No.
Once more, Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Okay, Brady, I see you. Switch. Slam. Check 50.
And here's a give to Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
14-82-14.
Mike's 54. Let's get the ball. Mike's 5.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Check 59. Hey, here we go. Mike.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
You got him. You got him.
11. 1 Omaha.
SOS.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go. Black 80!
Mike to 59. Wild Bill.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And he's gonna be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Terry McLaurin, and he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 73 yards. And the Commanders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Garoppolo on 1st down. And this one too low.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo forced out to his left, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the night. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Gibson again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Go! Let's run!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
Come on now,
and you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
51.
Slot man moves right.
Target.
Sunday.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Come on.
Wentz now on first down.
Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
180. Sunday.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 120.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Carson Wentz able to find Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth.
74.
Hey, watch this.
Wentz going to look to throw.
Line 54.
That's caught.
Get some penetration here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
21.
Watch the run.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. To try again after the sack, Garoppolo. He finds Kittle going across the field. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Watch twist.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cameron Curl. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
Really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. Order the Dallas, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster, but I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Watch QB draw.
From the 44, Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Tighten down. 81.
Check four.
A carry for Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
On play action, it's Wentz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal from the 3.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Robinson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Robinson again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Great 15. Great 15.
Watch them. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Good. Watch the twist.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
5'9".
Just like that.
Mike's 5'4".
Wentz looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
13.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6 man. Check curls. Hey, watch edge.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
White. Check 52. 65.
To throw is Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
We got this.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
21.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
65, 65.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Gould is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered.
And it's a fumble. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
54's Mike. 54's
Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right.
Let's go, defense.
Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Mike, 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Come on now. Oh, come on now. Let's go. Let's go.
Now Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Straight 15. Straight 15. Kill.
54. Mike, 54.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Gibson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming.
Hey, empty.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Check. Fresno.
Gibson again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Wentz now to throw. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go. Wait, AD! Hey, alert!
Switch. Tighten up.
Now Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And Garoppolo, wisely, given his injury history, sliding to the ground there after picking up the first down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Slide for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go. 1, Omaha.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Hey, come on.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Hey, Fort Tokyo.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Exit. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Come on. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Night.
Fort Tokyo.
To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
46 down, man.
Oh, yeah!
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
Check. Goal. Hey, 57.
Check, hot route. Hot.
Wentz gonna throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
54. 5-2.
Sunday.
Bang.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
21.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Garoppolo now. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Garoppolo. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Come on, we better than that.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th.
Here we go.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Wentz to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards.
Watch 54. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's
82, 40.
check Mike. 50.
On play action, Wentz.
Same situation. Let's go.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now Wentz. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Keep moving.
57's the mic. Watch 57. All right, T, let's try.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 84 yards. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Commanders 29, 49ers 10.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo, forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Check. White. 2.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Wentz to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Throwing now is Wentz. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
Come on, QB, come on.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Rolling to his right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off-season, and on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
On Twitter @EAMaddenNFL. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.
You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm by that. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pity. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they text and calls. Just run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on the throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
He wasn't 46.
Third and short yardage. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Well, there's Gallup. Nice catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Kill. Hey, kill. 47.
At the 15-yard line.
Kill. Mike, 48.
On 2nd down and 4. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
You ready?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Let's go. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Jabril Cox in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. The kick by Gold is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Hey, check. Here we go. 21. Here we go. 180. Go.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go. 180. 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Gould is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, it's Pollard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Get your 47.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Fourth down,
You
Prescott.
gonna get this?
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that cut.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
Slam.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
One, Omaha.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check the hot read.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Can't get it now.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, You're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
They'll throw again. Prescott. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180.
SOS.
Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And a short pickup to about the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
Defense wins championship.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 57's Mike.
Hey, kill. 47.
57. Mike 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Garoppolo looks to throw. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth.
Here we go. 21.
55. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 99. Check 99.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
And Garoppolo wisely, given his injury history, sliding to the ground there after picking up the first down.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dorrance Armstrong able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. We're going to 54 wide in. All the way back home.
They'll start the drive with Elliott.
All the way back home.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
We're going to 53. Double up.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, tight. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got you.
Now Prescott.
You're online, baby. You're online.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Check.
Buying time to his left. 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Singles.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now Garoppolo. Gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Pick that.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Throwing here, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout step.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings 29 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Check.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Check, Mike. Here we go. 46.
Stay with your man.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Ready? Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". You don't want to go.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So it's a win here for the Cowboys. It was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been tell you the dash all wood. Then payments the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. So I threw the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, up in the truck, and they might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at Nice Guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah.